Okay, so welcome to making chili jam. This is probably the most important part, and that's picking the chilies. So here we have my chili bushes that have been very productive this summer, growing in the wicking bed. And yeah, this is just I guess this is middle harvest because I harvested some before, and we'll continue to harvest them. Looks like there's still probably a few dozen on there. I don't know how many are in here. So what I'm going to do is blend them up, make them into chili jam, and you can watch and see how that's done. But yeah, if you are thinking about growing chilies, you can always do it in wicking beds. It's kind of funny, it's grown through the netting. Birds don't seem to like them too hot, although they say that chilies don't affect birds, but this obviously proves that wrong, at least in Australia. But yeah, so that's the wicking beds, which is an IBC cut in half. Twig approves. Twig? Yeah. So I've kind of got a mixture of wicking beds, traditional wicking beds, or well, these advanced wicking beds, which is the IBC's cut in half, mounted on battery pallets, which makes it hip height, which is just about perfect to do your gardening in. And then that's the other kind that I've got there, which is the traditional half iron beds that has started out with timber and then better soil as you went higher, and got that on both sides. This one's ready to go for some winter planting. It's a gooseberry plant, and yeah, so I've got basil, mixed in with the chilies here, and been growing very nicely indeed. So now we're taking the chilies in. Oh, we Twig. Chili time. Yep. Into the house. Into the house the chilies go. Alright, now we've got our chilies inside and on the cutting board. Got the stove ready and the ingredients, which I might get into a little bit later, but first we have to chop the green bits off these chilies. Now these chilies are quite hot. I'm not sure what on the Scoville they are, but personal rating, considering that 10 is basically death, then these would be 6.5, 7, maybe 7.5. No, that's a bit much, but they certainly are up there. And so this chili jam should be quite interesting, and I'll just get on with this task of chopping the green bits off and get back to you. Alright, I'm about halfway there, and I figured out if I do 2 at a time, it's a bit quicker. So try and line them up like that. And okay, 5 minutes later, as they say in the classics, we've topped all the chilies. Oh, there's one there. Oh no, he got away. We'll take care of him in a second. And there's the tops. So we'll put those in the worm farm, I reckon. Might do a little experiment and count how many chilies we have here. And if you want to guess how many there are, I'll let you know at the end of the video. So stay tuned and don't fast forward, and you can find out how many chilies in Stan's chili jam. We'll find out soon. And it goes without saying, obviously, don't touch your face or any part of your body with your fingers after dealing with that many hot chilies. Warning, warning, warning. Okay, I thought I'd show you the worm farm, a vital part of any successful garden. She's quite full at the moment. Anything that was one plant can go in there. No meat or anything like that, or rubbish obviously, but there's all the chili tops. And just have a look, my passion fruit's going very nicely. It seems to like the worm juice, and Here we go. I wonder whether that'll burn the worms or not. I think it's a bit late now. I think they'll handle it somehow. Very nice. Hey, Twig. Good girl. Twig, come here. What do you reckon about this chili business? What do you reckon about the chili business? Speak? Yes. Were they hot? Twig? Twig, sit. Twig, speak. Are they hot? Speak. Yes. Hot chilies. And then what happened? Did they burn your mouth? Twig? Did they burn your mouth? Speak. Yes. Yeah. Hot chilies, Twig. Hot chilies. Good girl. Good girl, Twig. Alright, now for this part I really should probably have safety goggles on, but I don't. So, will we live to regret that? I don't know. We have the blender, sharp blade, a certain number of chilies, which you'll find out later. And yeah, let's see how we go. Reach in, grab a few. What I might do is just whack a whole lot in there and then go. Alright, no mucking around there. There we go. We put about half of them in. I did think about putting them all in, but I've left a certain amount there, and we'll see how this goes. Right, chili time. Ooh. Now, I don't want it too roughly broken down. I want a slurry. I want chunks. Whoa, I can feel that here. Plenty of seeds. That is deadly. Plenty of seeds. Now, as far as the chunk goes, because it's going to break down in the pot over a long time, I might just leave that. It's pretty intense here, folks. The chili fumes are intense. Oh my god, that's hot. Wafting through the air, wafting through the air. I might need a bigger pot actually. Anyway, let's do the rest of them. Okay, now I went with a bigger pot because it was turning out to be quite the volume there. So bigger pot. And now to do the rest of them. Wrap them in. Wrap the chilies in. Now, I didn't mention, but I haven't washed them. I don't think I do need to because they were grown without any kind of pesticides or chemicals in my garden. And they've been sitting in the fridge for a few days while I've waited to get to this point. And yeah, so no washing needed. And all right, ready to do another batch. There they are. So there's not too much, just a few pulses on a coarse chunk so that it'll break down, and that's my strategy anyway. We'll see how it works out. Plenty of seeds, amazing amount of seeds. All right, here we go. Got the chilies in the pan. And here are ingredients. Now, this is for the proper sticky, jammy chili jam. Not a sauce, but a real jam. So we're going to try and cook it down with brown sugar, bit of honey, because that's local honey from LSB's across the road. Shout out to Steve and his excellent honey. Or his wife's excellent honey, actually. But, yeah, nevertheless. And got to have some balsamic in there because it's good. They say white vinegar in the recipes and a bit of lemon juice because you can never have too much tartness. And that's the rough recipe. And we'll load them up and slow cook it down. Slow cook it down. And if I haven't already said it, remember not to touch your face when handling this much chili. It's a dangerous affair. And even Twiggy can attest to that. Stay away from the chilies, she says. Yes, she does. Now, in terms of the recipe, I struggle to find any kind of legitimate chili jam recipe online, which is a bit weird. But my mother came up with one of her friend's recipes that I think is the best thing, and that actually was capsicum jam, which called for 4 whole capsicums and 2 cups of sugar and 2 cups of vinegar. So, I mean, I think that's roughly 4 whole capsicums, maybe a bit more. So we'll just eyeball it and put in about 2 cups of the sugar slash honey and 2 cups of the vinegar slash lemon juice slash balsamic concoction, and boil it and see what happens. Alright, so that's about 2 cups of sugar and 2 big teaspoons of delicious Kangaroo Island honey. So we'll get that and dump it in. Look at that. And then I'll come back to you for the vinegar slash lemon juice slash balsamic mixture. Alright, everybody likes a secret ingredient or two, so I've decided off the bat just to add a bit of Worcestershire. And lots of that. Lots of that. I think that'll add just a bit of things to it. A bit of a tang. And now I'm going to, because that white vinegar is so strong and it's such a strong mixture, I'm going to put a little bit of water in there. Just dilute it a bit so it's not so strong. And here we go. Pour it in. Now I can always fine tune it as I go, I guess. So interesting to see how this is all going to pan out, as they say. Whether it ends up being a hot hit, I'm sure it'll be pretty good. Yep, I'm sure it will. Alright, I'm going to say I'm pretty happy with that consistency. Now that all the sugar and vinegary goodness has been mixed in, I think that'll be great. And we'll document it as it goes. I do expect it to take quite a few hours, possibly till midnight, I'd say. And then I guess I've got to let it cool down so I can fit in the jars. So I'm just about to put the jars in the dishwasher to sterilise them, and let them get nice. So that consistency looks good. The recipe that I was following roughly did say remove the seeds, but I don't think it's quite a chili jam without the seeds in there, so we've left them in there. And lid on. Nice heat. Put it down on the lowest setting because we want to basically caramelize it. And yeah, that's it, folks. We'll document this process and see how we go. Okay, so it's been almost about 3 hours and you can see it's really starting to thicken up and reduce down, although there's plenty of liquid still to go. So I'm not sure how much longer to keep it cooking, but I reckon I'll keep going for another hour or two. Is that right, Twig? Come here. Sit. Sit. You good? Very good? Yes. Alright. Well, that's a progress update. I'll come back in a couple of hours and see how it's going after that. Thank you. Ah, there we go. 2 hours later, and it's ready. You can see the consistency's changed completely. Now it truly is a jam. So it's cooled down a bit and it's ready to go in the jars. We'll load the jars up, but yeah, just look at that. It's amazing, the consistency. It's perfect. Just how I wanted it. Real jammy. Chili jam created. Okay, here we are. Now I've let it cool down a bit more. I've got the jars straight out of the dishwasher, so they're hot and just right, jam free. Here we go. Now, slowly but slowly, look at that consistency. Wow, really good. Okay, Very jammy. Super jammy. Now I'm going to try and do this with the camera, but that's not going to be very good. I don't really want to make a mess, so I think what I'll do is I'll come back when it's done. Here we are. One jar down. Perfect. I've got to say, it's pretty hot. And it's also, the consistency is fantastic. It's just almost like toffee. The recipe said don't make it like toffee, but that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted it nice. Nice and toffee and just sticky. It's perfect. So yeah, that's one jar. And it's really sweet. It's just perfect amount of heat. Even just having it straight without on anything else. But yeah, it'll be perfect condiment to add into anything really to spice it up. Fantastic. Really happy with that. I'll keep doing this last jar. Perfect. Alright, just as I'm loading it up, I just wanted to point out the fact that I've purposefully left it fairly chunky. So there's whole big chunks on there, which should translate if you wanted that to actually show up in a curry or something like that. It'd be perfect. And then the rest of it's just really like a pure jam consistency. It's really quite remarkable, the consistency of it. So super happy with it again. So just keep loading it up. Slowly and surely. This seems to me to be the perfect, real, sticky chili jam. Now the other thing was, how many chilies were in this chili jam to make it these 2 jars? Have a guess. I asked you earlier. Now, drum roll please. It was 140. Alright, I've done a count. And there's 14 piles of 10 each, which makes 140 chilies. And the winner goes to... you'll have to decide that. You're all winners for watching this. Thanks very much. Talk to you later. Enjoy the jam. 140 chilies to make 2 jars. Fantastic. 770 chilies a jar. So if you have a good crop of chilies, this is a really good way to render them down. Look at all that chili goodness. Fantastic. 140 chilies in the jar. Alright, well that was a bit of work getting all that goodness out of there. And it ended up being 2 perfect jars. And really it is quite an amazing flavour. It's just a sweetness in there, but it is hot. And that overrides everything, and that's what you want with a good chili jam. And again, the consistency is just amazing, yeah. It's like chili syrup. Yeah, that's perfect. Excellent. Well, I'm glad you could be here on my journey for the whole chili process. Chili jam process. Hope you got something out of the video, and thanks for watching all the way till the end. Thanks, folks. Thanks for watching Stan's Chili Jam. Perfect. Good job. Very nice. Thanks for watching. That's my chili jam. I'd give it 2 thumbs up. Excellent. Good job.